Lexicology is a branch of linguistics, the science of language. The term lexicology is composed of two Greek morphemes, lexic, which means a word, a phrase, and logos, which denotes learning, a department of knowledge. Thus, the literal meaning of the term lexicology is the science of the word. Lexicology as a branch of linguistics has its own aims and methods of scientific research. Its basic task is the study and systematic description of the vocabulary in respect to its origin, development, and current use. Lexicology investigates words, variable word groups, phraseological units, and morphemes which make up words. Distinction is naturally made between general lexicology and special lexicology. General lexicology is a part of general linguistics. It is concerned with the study of vocabulary, irrespective of the specific features of any particular language. Special lexicology is the lexicology of a particular language. Our attention will be devoted to the study of modern English lexicology, which aims is to give a systematic description of the word stock of modern English. So modern English lexicology investigates the problems of word structure and word formation, the semantic structure of English words, the main principles underlying the classification of vocabulary units into various groupings. The research methods used in lexicology have been closely connected with the general trends in linguistics. There are two principal approaches in linguistic science to the study of language material. They are synchronic and diachronic approaches. With regard to special lexicology, the synchronic approach is concerned with the vocabulary of a language as it exists at given time, for instance, at the present time. It is special descriptive lexicology that deals with the vocabulary units of a particular language at a certain time. The discipline modern English lexicology is therefore a course of special descriptive lexicology which studies the functions of words and their specific structure, its morphological and semantic structures, its object of study being the English vocabulary as it exists at the present time. The diachronic approach deals with the changes and the development of vocabulary in the course of time. It is special historical lexicology that deals with the evolution of the vocabulary units of a language as time goes by. An English historical lexicology would be concerned with the origin of English vocabulary units, their change and development, the linguistic and extra-linguistic factors modifying their structure, meaning and usage without the history of the English language. These two approaches should not be contrasted or set one against the other. In fact, they are interconnected and interrelated because every linguistic structure and system exists in a state of constant development. Historical lexicology is linked with contrastive and comparative lexicology, whose aims are to study the correlation between the vocabularies of two or more languages and find out the correspondences between the vocabulary units of the language under comparison. Modern English lexicology is closely connected with other branches of linguistics. They are phonetics, grammar, the history of the English language, and stylistics. Phonetics, for example, investigates the phonetic structure of a language and is concerned with the study of the outer sound form of the word, that is, its system of phonemes and intonation patterns. Grammar is the study of the grammatical structure of a language. It is concerned with various means of expressing grammatical relations between words as well as with patterns after which words are combined into word groups and sentences. The history of the English language covers the main events in the historical development of the language, the history of its phonetic structure and spelling, the evolution of its grammatical system, the growth of its vocabulary. Stylistic studies many problems treated in lexicology, which are concerned with the study of nature, functions, and structure of stylistic devices. On the other hand, and with the research of each style of a language, on the other, that is, with its aim, its structure, its characteristic features, and the effect it produces, as well as its interrelation with the other styles of language. Modern English lexicology investigates two main parts: the treatment of the English word as a structure and the treatment of the English vocabulary as a system. The term vocabulary is used to denote the system formed by the sum total of all the words that language possesses. It shows the system of interdependent elements with specific peculiarities of its own, different from other lexical systems. This course of modern English lexicology studies the morphological and semantic patterns according to which the elements of this system are built. It points out the distinctive features with the main semantically relevant partial differences between partially similar elements of the vocabulary which can be systematized, and this course tries to explain how these vocabulary patterns are conditioned by the structure of the language.